Hey, it's Coach Jen with Blue Letter Multisport, and today we're gonna go over two different ways to hit a muscle that is typically pretty sore on runners called your posterior tibialis. So a lot of times you get very attached to doing everything in shoes, and I am completely against that. So I am going to take my shoes off and socks too, because anything that we have that changes the way we have the perception of our feet feeling the ground is going to alter the information that we get from our feet. So socks off, shoes off, barefoot it is, and let's go over two different ways to treat that posterior tibialis muscle. So a lot of times people will come in and talk to me about inside or bottom of their heel pain or arch pain with running. And while it is often plantar fasciitis, there are other things that it could be as well. So we have a big it's actually a little stabilizing muscle that's tendon runs on the inside part of our ankle and it attaches to 15 different spots on the bottom of our foot. So that is our active stabilization for our inside arch when we're in a single leg stance, which is running. So it's very important if you have a lot of running load before it gets too much, or if you are having pain, to go ahead and treat it. So we've got a lacrosse ball right here. You're going to feel for your bone on the inside part of your leg, that's called your tibia, and we don't need to push on the bone because that's not going to feel good no matter if you have an injury or not, right? So you're gonna get kind of halfway up that tibia, and then you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna push in there a little bit and see if that causes you to have a little bit of pain, like you're pushing on a sore muscle or a bruise. Find that spot, and then you're gonna take your lacrosse ball and you're going to rotate about a quarter turn, and you're going to bring your foot up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. All right, so with this, I'm maintaining pressure, and so this is called a tack and floss. Your posterior tibialis muscle does some plantar flexion. It also does some inversion, so we can go into bringing your foot up and back down as well, but most people don't feel the same response that way, so I really want you to just work on that. Up and down, up and down. We're gonna do that 30 times. When you're done with that, then you're going to take the lacrosse ball and put it a little bit lower. So whereas before we were treating the muscle belly, now we're going to be treating the actual tendon. So you're going to get good tension so that you're not going to lose the lacrosse ball when you raise up into plantar flexion and then back down. Raise up, nice and slow and controlled, and back down. Now, notice that my fingers naturally spread because what I'm trying to show you is that my toes are actively engaged. I don't have super tight toes. Everything is nice and spread, and that gives me a big surface so that as I'm raising up, I have nice balance, and then back down. Raise up and back down. What you should also notice is that this helps kind of activate your posterior chain muscles, posterior chain meaning calves, hamstrings, glutes, as we're in this plantar flexion motion. So takes a little bit of practice, good to work on your balance, and happy training.